Very Reverend Father Eusebius Maranan, the citizens of the San Beda Republic, valued guests, ladies and gentlemen. Nakachamba tayo. Kumbaga sa Bisaya yung nakasabong nakasuso. Well, actually, I'd like to tell you the odyssey of my presidency. Alam mo, wala talaga akong balak maging presidente. But early on, President Ramos went to Davao and sought an audience with me, together with Paul Dominguez and Jesus Dureza. And it was there he said that it is high time that Mindanao would have its president ever. I was giving him excuses. Alam mo naman si Presidente. And he would just say, shut up, you listen to me. And another offering of apology na, sir, hindi mo talaga ako pwede dyan. Small time na mayor lang tayo. And he would just say, I came here to Davao to talk to you, not to talk to me. So you listen. So, well, time passed. And there was a lot of movement, maliliit lang, galing sa Cebu, but mostly Visayan, and a little bit of following sa Manila, Luzon. Alam mo, wala talaga akong makinarya. I would not want to belittle PDP, but it was a moribund party until I came. Wala namang wala siya doon tao, and we had to revive it. But I said, going back earlier, alam mo, since the time nag-usap kami ni Presidente, up to the time when they were presenting their platforms of government, yung tatlong kandidato pagka-presidente never talked or mentioned anything about Mindanao. Eh sabi ko, ang pinaka-problema ng Pilipinas, hindi nga itong droga eh. Eh ito, 24 oras, patayin mo lahat, tapos na yan. Eh ang Mindanao, because it spells territory. And you know, the president is the president. Alam niya, kaya pumunta siya sa akin, what's going to happen to Mindanao? There's a war going on. There might be a lull kasi huminto tayo. We're talking to Murad, and back-channeling kami ni Presidente kay Nur Miswari. We have the number of Nur, we can get to talk to him. Pero walang sa tatlo na may platform about Mindanao. Remember that Murad said, I will go to war if there is no BBL. Pakahirap yan. And true enough, wala talaga ang BBL. But sabi ko early on, madelikado to. Ano ba trying to find out kung ano ba ang mangyari sa Pilipinas. But still, during the filing of the certificate of candidacy, I did not file anything. It was not until after I was substituted sa deadline, sa last day pa, because there were really the urgings now of what will happen to the country. Alam mo, ang mahirap kasi sa Moro, you might want to know, ang lola ko Maranao eh. But my grandfather, si Chinese, talagang galing Xiamen. Mahirap itong na mapahiya. Kasi pag mapahiya ito, hihirit ito. Napahiya nga, so we had to talk to him repeatedly, and Jafar, na hang on, wag muna. Do not try to spin a violence which you might not be able to stop on time. Sabi ko, kung ako manalo ng presidente, magpatayan tayo. It's either I shoot you or you shoot me or Saan ako pupunta? Isang linya ng pamilya ko, puro Moro. Kasi yung mga apo ko, karami kong apo na puro Moro, papa. So if there is anybody as much as interested really sa Mindanao, ako. Kaya that prompted me to reconsider and, yung baraha ko. But I did not have the money. But PDP rin talaga ako. Ever since. I never changed parties. Ever since. PDP lang ako. Ako pang local lang kami because, alam mo, suffering from a financial hiatus itong PDP. Walang mga backer eh. So, nung tumakbo ako, I decided to run. I just prayed to God. You know, guys, we have to talk. We cannot ignore the BBL and nor Miswari. Let me remind you that when Magellan landed in the Philippines in 1521, bringing with him Christianity, no offense intended, Katoliko ako. When he brought in the religion, Christianity, ang Islam was ahead by about mga 80 years. According to the archives ng Malaysia. Binabasa na. So they started to conquer the island. Naturally, they met the stiffest resistance sa Mindanao kasi may poste na doon. Nakapasok na ang Islam. And the Spaniards want to conquer the island and subjugated people there sa Christianity. Yung iba, nanalo sila, but most of the the early fighters lumaban talaga. So it resulted in so many killings and massacre. Yan ang nakadiferensya. So it is historical that unless we address the historical injustice committed against the Moro people, there will never be peace in Mindanao. Ang last guardian is pumayag na lang sila kung wala nang iba, federal. That is why I ran, ang centerpiece ko talaga was federalism. Yan ang inihingi ni Miswari, parang pinaka-areglo na lang. Kung hindi pa yan lulusot sa 6 years ko, believe me, mahirapan na kayo. Hindi ko naman sinasabi na because may dugo akong Maranao, I could just go there anytime and I can enter Mindanao kung through the back door to the front gate because I have the goodwill and the filial feelings of the people there. Yan ang walang kandidato no. Kaya ako natatakot, sabi ko, pagka pumutok to another round of violence. Ang problema, sabi ko sa Moro, bakit kayo maghahanit sa mga taong Mindanao na ang Maynila nga ang naggumagawa ng batas ng BBL, pati yung mga batas to enable it to be implemented. Why are you bombing the island itself? Kung gusto ninyo, ikarga natin yung mga armas natin, yung mga mortar na hindi pumutok ng army, nilalagyan nila ng butas, ginagawa nila ng fuse. At pumunta tayo ng Maynila, paputokin natin yung Congress, pati yung Malacanang. Bakit mo patayin yung kapwa mo tao dito na? Lahat naman kami may gusto eh. So, doon ang... Then the next was really the corruption. And ang drugs, my God. Tong corruption, in my time, during my watch, there will be no corruption, period. Kaya yesterday, I was reading the Inquirer or isa pa, Daily Bullet. Yung letters to the editor, meron doon babae that she was given the go around. She had to kept on going back to the, sinabi ko sa staff, hanapin ninyo ito. Kung anong opisina nito, sabihin ninyo, pinatawag ko sila dito. Kakasabi ko lang sa inaugural speech ko eh. You are paid to do your work.